Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Um, we're going to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness. What does it mean to forgive someone who has hurt you deeply, deeply? And all of us have been hurt in one way or another in our lifetimes. But there are some hurts that could last and have lasted in some folks' lives the whole lifetime. The secret in the healing of any kind of hurt like that, any kind of deep hurt, is forgiveness. Okay, so let's go back and look at that. Forgiveness. What do we really mean? Okay. For instance, you may have hurt someone in your life. I'm not talking about physical hurt right now. I'm talking about emotional hurt. Maybe you did something to someone, you weren't loyal to someone, or whatever situation where you stabbed somebody in the back or whatever. And after a while, you may realize that what you did was wrong. I mean, you have reconciled with yourself, and you understand that maybe what you did wasn't correct. It wasn't correct at all. So now you want to go to the person and apologize. And apologize, which is a big thing, because there's a lot of people in this world that never apologize. And if you're with a narcissist, they don't apologize because they don't feel like they've done anything wrong. Okay? So now, you want to go and you want to apologize. I'm sorry that I did what I did, and I ask your forgiveness. Now, at that point, the universe has set you free. If it's coming from your heart, that you go and you apologize for any misgiving, anything that you have done against another person, and you say, please forgive me, I am really sorry for what I did. As far as the universe is looking on you, you are free. You don't need their, I forgive you, or don't do that again, or what. You don't need anything from them. From your heart, you have apologized. You have made your amends to this person. It's really up to them to accept it or not. You can't make them, and you don't want them. You don't. When it's a true apology, you don't care. I mean, you want them to be good with it. You want to, to be able to come back together with the person. You want that. But if they are not at the point to whether they can forgive you, then you have to let that be. You have to let them find their own way back. You see? And it can be a tricky situation because a lot of people depend on the other person saying, okay, yeah, I forgive you. But sometimes that never happens. They just can't see their way through it. Can't see their way through the anger of it all. Listen, I've been hurt. I've been hurt deeply. Especially when I was with my narcissist. When I was discarded, I was totally devastated. I mean, totally devastated. And I think after the devastation, I was trying to think, did I ever get to the really angry point? I think what happened, because I was so busy trying to understand what had happened to me, I don't think I ever really got angry. I just dug deeper for understanding. And through the understanding, I healed from the pain I felt. It was more of a pain from that hurt. You see? Once I healed, pain was released, then I could forgive what happened, because it helped me to understand the person. The person only did what they know to do. The narcissist only does what he can do. He can only give you what he has inside. And anybody can. Anybody that you're with. They can only give you what they have inside at the time. We're all trying to grow, to know more, to have more knowledge, to have more understanding about our lives. So you may make a mistake this year, but next year you understand that mistake you made last year. And you may feel like it may be, if it was something big that affected somebody's life, now you want to make amends. You see? So you reach out. You reach out and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Or please forgive me. Please forgive me. You see? Because I know before I said, will you accept my apology? You don't really, it kind of puts them on the spot. That's why I kind of took it back and said, please forgive me. You see, you don't want to put them on the spot to say, yeah, I forgive you, and they don't mean it. And because they haven't had time to process your apology yet. And it goes the same thing for you. If somebody has hurt you and comes to you and gives you a sincere apology, you see, the ball is thrown in your lap. You see, they are free of it. They don't have the ball anymore. They threw it back to you. Now you holding the ball. Now what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep holding the ball and be angry about it for the rest of your year? She came, but are you going to continue to be angry and hold that hot ball for the rest of your life? Or are you going to heal from it and forgive whatever happened? You see, forgiveness is not for the other person. The forgiveness is for you. You see, if you can't forgive, you are carrying that energy within you. And it's not a positive energy either. It's some grudge that you're holding on to because somebody hurt you. And I ain't gonna never forget that. He did this, he did that, and you know what I'm saying? He just ain't no good, and he, What you're doing is, this is hurting you. Not the other person that hurt you. The other person that hurt you, whether he's aware that he hurt you or not, he's going on about his business. But you sitting there in that hurt and in that anger, if you don't forgive it, heal it and forgive it, you're going to take that anger around with you in other relationships, no matter who it is, where it is. You're going to take that same hurt. And I don't care who hurt you. I mean, you could have been hurt by a parent. It could have happened when you was little. And you never resolved it. You never resolved it. And as you grow, it'll just get bigger and bigger. And, you try to act like it's not there and push it back. And, oh, no, I'm over it and whatever. You see? But you just never, you have to heal from hurt. Whatever hurt is, first, you have to heal from it. You have to heal from it. The other person that hurt you, they may not ever realize that they hurt you. They may not ever realize that they hurt you. But the key thing for your life to be happy, you must heal from hurt and forgive it. Forgive the person that hurt you. Now, I didn't say take them back and so you all can do it all over again or whatever. I'm not saying that. But in your heart, you can forgive. You don't necessarily got to go crawling back to the person. If the person is near, if the person hurt you and they never apologize. Now listen to me closely. If you see the person or the person is near or whatever, and they never apologize for hurting you, whether they know they hurt you or not, you still must forgive it. You're forgiving it for yourself, not for them. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you, because you want to be free to enjoy the rest of your life in happiness. The universe won't bless you if you're holding on to old wounds. Negativity is a block. It's a block to your blessing. And you'll notice that more and more turmoil will show up in your life. More and more will show up in your life. Now, I know, there are some terrible hurts out there. Somebody could kill one of your children. That's a deep hurt. That's a deep hurt. But if you don't forgive what happened, you'll never move past it. Your life will be affected from that point on for the rest of your life in some way. In some way, shape, or fashion. Until you forgive what happened, so you'll be set free and to go on from that. You have to heal from hurt. You can't ignore it, push it away, and just think that it's not there. It is there. And it's not going to disappear. You have to forgive it. Forgive it. And take it as a lesson, a challenge, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of times when you're hurt, it's a lesson for you anyway. It's a lesson. A challenge, same thing, for you to learn. And then you can move on from that. And sometimes people just don't understand how important this is. They'll say, oh, my life is so hard. I have all this and people always talking about me and doing things to me and all this kind of stuff. if you find yourself in that type of victim mentality, the universe is going to bring you more things to make you a victim. You have to watch out how you think about things. Watch out how you think about things. But this thing about forgiveness is very important, because you can go through life thinking you're good. But all of us can just about sit back and think of a hurt that's still there unless you have forgiven it. It'll pop right up in your head right now when you were hurt. You know, he did this or he did that, and he did now, I wish I could, and he never told me that he was sorry. Never told me that he was sorry for that. You have to forgive it so that you can move on. It's about you. It's not about them. It's not about them. It's about you. And many times hurt people. Well, we all know the saying that hurt people go out and hurt other people. They do. Because they haven't healed their hurt. And as long as they haven't addressed and healed their own hurt, they will continue to hurt other people no matter what they do. They'll continue to do it. But if that same person has hurt all these people, if that same person decides, you know what, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to go around being angry anymore. That same person can turn his life right around, just about face, and go in the other direction by healing from the original hurt. Healing from the original hurt. And once they heal, then they will want to apologize whenever it's available. Whoever they've hurt, they're right there in your face. It will make you want to go and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It'll make you want to say it once you've healed. But if you haven't healed, you ain't going to say nothing. You're going to say nothing. You're just going to hold it and keep it. And keep it. And that stays in your energy as long as it's there. It's negative. It's negative. And it will attract more negativity to you. More and more and more. Because that original hurt, more will right on top of it, with you going out hurting other people. You know what I'm saying? It's a buildup. It's a buildup. No matter who has hurt you. I mean, I've been hurt. From a child, I was hurt. I had to forgive the people that hurt me before I could go past it. And you would too. You would too. And the way to do that is to find a quiet place somewhere by yourself, just a few minutes a day, where you can meditate and go inside yourself. Inside yourself. And ask the universe to heal you from this hurt. You got to face the hurt. The universe is going to bring it right up in your face. So you can see when you got hurt, what happened, and why you got hurt. If you stay with it, the universe will make it clear to you what actually happened. And a lot of times, we get foggy in what happened. We know how we felt about it when it happened. you know. But as time goes on, it gets more dramatic, whatever happened is bigger or whatever. But the universe will bring it back to you exactly the way that it happened. Because the universe wants you to understand what happened and why it happened. Understand what happened and why it happened. It's very important for you to heal from the original hurt. And then you stop hurting other people. And, even me, I accidentally hurt other people. I don't mean to. I only mean goodwill to people. But when I realize the error in my ways, I want to go back and make amends. Apologize and ask forgiveness. And that's since I came into my spirituality. Because before then, I was like everybody else, it is what it is. But that's not what it is, because you don't want to live your life with this negative thing sitting in your soul. This negative thing sitting in your soul. And I'm telling you, it affects everything in your life. If you got a hurt sitting in there, it's affecting you in everything you do, everything you say, your interactions with other people. You have to heal the hurt. And you have to forgive people who have hurt you. You have to forgive them from deep in your heart. You don't just say, yeah, okay, I forgive you. And you really don't. It's a feeling that you feel. You know when you really, truly forgive it. And a lot of times you can't forgive it until you understand it. You see? And see, the universe is the one that can help you understand it. Understand what happened when you go deep inside. And the universe will give you wisdom and open your eyes so you can see exactly what happened and why it happened. Because, remember, there was a lesson in it. And you missed the lesson by getting angry that you got hurt. Everything in this dimension is to help you to be better, to grow, to ascend, to be your highest self, your best self. You see? So that's why challenges come along or whatever. And people make mistakes, but those are challenges too. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes or whatever. But you're not supposed to carry those mistakes like a burden on your back for the rest of your life. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to at some point be able to lay that burden down and come to some understanding to find your happiness again. Your true happiness again. Not the fake face that you put on for people because you don't want them to know that you're hurt. You see? Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Forgive. I'm saying it like it's light, but it takes work. Because anything in life that's worth having takes work. It takes work. But see, this work helps your soul, to ascend. And that's what you want. You want to ascend. You don't want to be down in the muck where all the low vibrational energy is, where all the trouble and disappointment, all of that is in a low vibration. You want to ascend to a higher level where there's happiness and peace and prosperity. That's where you want to be. You want to be. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're running around your life and you got a hurt inside, it's going to affect everything. It's going to affect your living, your relationships, your money, your everything, until you heal from it. Until you heal from it completely. And the only way you can do that, you know, ain't no sense in running out trying to talk to somebody about it. I'm telling you how to heal it. You got to go inside you. You got to sit quietly. Meditate. Talk to the universe. Be sincere. And be regular in your practice. Like every day, do something. Every day, go to your quiet place. And before you know it, you'll start getting answers. You'll start getting answers. And your heart will open. It won't be as hard as it was when the hurt is there. And then you'll be able to understand that people with good intentions do the best that they know at the time. And sometimes somebody ends up getting hurt in the process. It's not that they mean to hurt them. They just get hurt in the process. You see? You see? And in meditation, you can understand that. Because some people don't realize that they hurt you like they have. Like, you know, you've been hurt. They don't realize that they hurt you like that. Which means that unless you tell them that, you know what, when you did this back whenever, that really hurt me. Unless you sit down and told them that. It's people out here don't know they hurt you. But you're the one carrying around being angry because they did. And it's destroying your life where they're going on with they don't even know what's going on with you. You understand? It's important for you. Number one, forgive yourself for being angry. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive yourself and start over. Start over. You see? Forgive where you're supposed to forgive. Apologize where you can apologize. And ask for forgiveness. It's very important. It's very important to your well-being. So I certainly hope that I made this clear to you, how important it is not to live your life with these burdens. And it can be a burden. It can be a burden. You see? All kind of hurt, like daddy issues, mommy issues, whatever. Those are hurts from childhood. Some people never get over that hurt. But you can. You can drop that burden. You can drop that burden and live a happier life. So I hope that I've said something in this video that can help someone. And I also would like to thank you so much for supporting this channel. And keep those comments coming. I really enjoy reading them. And hope to see you next time.